Hello, they've let me out at last. I'm in Bromley, on Bromley High Street. It's a high street much like any other, except it won't be here in 5 years unless things change. We all thought we knew what was going on, didn't we? It was the fall in retail sales, the rise of Amazon, the growth of experiential retail to drive footfall. And then everything went into flux. But what has actually changed? Anything? Well, probably nothing. We're still on the same trajectory. And in a weird twist of Darwinian capitalism, retail might just evolve. So, coming out of the pandemic, retail is going to have to go back to the future, and it's going to have to do it even faster. The 21st century retail experience can be looked at as an evolving blend of physical spaces, emotional hooks and digital connection. They can be seen as three overlapping circles. Let's look at each one a little more closely. The physical space, the actual environment, the place where the consumer can experience products and services. Here they can immerse in tangible interactions that can be traced all the way back to the Greek agora. Emotional connections between shopper and retailer are usually driven from sometimes deep-rooted personal feelings about what's on offer. And this often comes about through interaction with people and stories and activities within the shopping environment itself. Done well, it leaves us with an emotional sense of loveliness. And then there's digital engagement. The electronic tools that enable engagement before, during and after the sale. They bring the consumer closer to the brand and they foster that all-important loyalty. In old money, I suppose we might call this advertising. Where retail is now, to my mind anyway, began in the year 2000 with ELC, the Early Learning Centre. The Early Learning Centre specialised in making preschool toys for children. They had toy shops all around the country in the UK. And every Tuesday morning, about 11 o'clock, they would open the doors, get all the toys out and allow mums, dads and children to come in and just play with all the toys. They even let them get a bit messy. Big smiling faces greeted the families, and this wasn't about lip service. This was a real brand experience with real people. Of course, the internet was in its infancy, and the only way that you could communicate the event was really through posters on the window of the stores. Posters are big pieces of paper that are used to communicate to people. Today, the Entertainer owns the ELC brand, and I can't think of a better home for it. This is the place where every morning between 9:30 and 10:30 you have quiet hour, where the doors are opened for children that perhaps need a little less sensory input to come and explore this exciting place that's called a toy shop. By doing this, the Entertainer has made themselves relevant as a destination. They're giving themselves purpose and a reason for people to come here. So this is one reason that the Entertainer is a destination. It has a reason for being beyond simply a place to buy stuff. Staff here are so well trained. You feel looked after. They give you a warm feeling. All those emotional buttons are pushed. They've nailed the physical. They've given this place a purpose. The emotional is well covered by the staff, and they've worked hard at integrating the coordination of their digital channels.
One of the big parts of our proposition to our consumers is our experience. We are very, very fortunate that we're in an industry that is selling to kids. Kids are ultimately our consumer, albeit they don't necessarily hold the purse strings. And so as we look to the medium to long term, as the internet continues to grow, our investment in in-store experience and the kids having a fun time. We are the 10 minutes in the shopping day that actually is for them, and they should be and are the king of our stores. We have everything from steps up to the till so they can pay themselves, to outside of COVID times, demonstrations, making the store a fun experience.
The significance of the physical space, the importance of making those emotional connections, and of course the necessity of creating a connected digital ecosystem have all been rising exponentially. The consumer is becoming more savvy and making more demands. But there is one toy brand that seems to be a bit of a league of its own.
Hello. So yes,
We are here in Leicester Square. I don't have a filming permit, so I am doing this on my phone. I had a conversation with Lawrence Taylor from Retail for Brands just the other day, and Lawrence's recent study puts Lego as the #1 digital retail brand, certainly in France. One imagines that that's copied all over the world or replicated all over the world. So they're #1, they're the best. It doesn't get any better, apparently, than Lego in terms of their digital connection. So they've got that digital connection piece down pat. So in Leicester Square, of course, we have the Lego store. So we're here to have a look and see whether or not they've got the physical bit down pat. Now, it's okay. I've acquired a child who's over there from my house. My name's on birth certificate. It's okay. So we're going to go in and have a look. Okay, you coming with us? Okay, come. Despite the pandemic almost killing footfall across the globe, Lego's announced it will open 150 new stores this year, just like this. That's a 25% increase in store numbers to 720. And this is even punchier when considering that Lego itself estimated that the global toy market contracted by 3% over the last year. But this isn't Aladdin's cave. You can really see what the models will be like in these lovely cases, and have echoes of the brick with those little circles, and you can make stuff, and you can fall in love with stuff. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Look at this. You can have your photo taken in a real Lego frame with a real Lego person. Not a minifigure, but an actual Lego person made of Lego, but looking like a minifigure. The guy in the corner is Max. Lawrence and I are pretending to look at this A-wing again, but we're really being nosy and listening to Max. Max knows his stuff. He's currently telling the couple all about the origins of the company and the wooden toys that Ollie Kirk Christensen made before he designed the brick. And look at them. Look at them. They absolutely love it. He loves it. It's a bloody temple, and Max is at the very least a verger. There's everything you could want here. You can play with the toys, you can have your photo made out of Lego studs, you can design a minifigure that looks just like you, and you can leave with a bag that makes a big fat "I've just been to the Lego store" statement. It's amazing. People are starting to look at us a bit weird now, so we'd better go. So the reality for Lego, at least, is that the future of retail is as a media channel, a big, shiny, immersive, wonderful, experiential media channel, but a media channel nonetheless. And that's it, really, for me, for these 5 vlogs. But I couldn't let you go without sharing with you my #1 licensed product of 2020. Have a look at this. Well, I did say that retail had to go back to the future. Thanks for watching.